we got to get into our fights. Jason won the last one, so he gets to moderate this one. Which I find this appropriate because you and I argued over the worst, and now we're going to argue over the best Avenger in the current MCU.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, so in the current MCU, and
yes, I'm going with current MCU, not all over. Because honestly, if you go with who's the best Avenger, you could be arguing over anybody who's in Marvel. Like everybody who's been in
almost all have at one point.
Yeah,
I would exclude Great Lakes and some other. I want Avengers, no like subtitle.
well, that's
Avengers.
why I'm just saying MCU because it's basically the core Avengers set.
Yeah.
So,
Entertain me, peasants.
who's the best Avenger? Do you have yours in your head, or you still got to ponder a little bit?
He's probably thinking Batman.
I think so.
Batman.
I think I got my guy.
Batman.
It's Batman. He avenged his parents' death. He's an Avenger.
He didn't avenge shit.
Oh my God.
that guy got away.
If you want to, you can go first.
Captain America.
Okay.
I think that through all the different iterations of the Avengers, I think he's been synonymous with the Avengers. I think that when they were doing the MCU, I don't even think the consideration for Avengers came to be until they did the Captain America movie.
Well, they did call him the first Avenger.
Right. That's what it. That's what it. Honestly, like I said, I just don't think that it would have worked. And a lot of people go, "Oh, he's boring." Actually, I liked almost all of the Captain America movies so far, and I feel like he's. It's hard to really like pinpoint it, but he's been so important to it storyline wise. Like he really has, because he's really the leader. And people will go, "Oh, it's Iron Man." No, it's not Iron Man. Iron Man would not be able to lead. Tony Stark cannot lead. It needs to be Steve. And I feel like in the storyline, the way they did it, where they had all those missing years where he didn't have the opportunity to lead, and then he was brought back to lead the Avengers. And I just felt like that was perfect, the way they set it up. And I feel like his character is the one that I feel hasn't really strayed from what it was originally meant to be the whole time.
Okay. Very valid arguments. I'm going to go with a Civil War angle here, and I'm picking Iron Man.
Okay.
And I pick him because S.H.I.E.L.D. wouldn't have half the shit that they have, because he built most of all of it for him. His technology helped a lot of the stuff that they, like, he created the contingency plan for Hulk if he ever went crazy. They wouldn't be able to contain him if that wasn't... He actually figured out that Scarlet Witch was not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, thank you. I'm thinking Scarlett Johansson. He's the one that came up with the idea for her to be able to use that lullaby thing to keep the Hulk, to change him back and forth. Even though he hasn't been... He would no way in shape or form be able to lead the team perfectly in the MCU. In the comic books, he's actually led them on many successful adventures without Steve Rogers. But there's a lot of instances within those movie universes that if he wasn't around, they would have fucking died. There was, in the very first Avengers, when Hawkeye took out the turbine and the fucking ship's just going down, if he wasn't able to get out there and repair the engine like he did, they would have fucking all died. I'm trying to think of other, like, using his tech, he found out how to beat some of the Jatari. Yeah, I keep wanting to call him Katari. He was able to figure out how to help them beat that. He basically almost sacrificed himself, taking that nuke up into the air. Although in the third movie he became a pussy because of that. But I really feel without his tech and without his way to, use his genius to better the team and help them get, farther along, I don't know if they would be able to do half the stuff they've been doing. I mean, sure, they have, a lightning god and they have Hulk and everything, but without an actual, like, smart guy on your team, you're nothing but just clobbering. And, a lot of the times Cap
Ben Grimm
has...
was extremely intelligent.
What's
friend.
that?
Ben Grimm was very intelligent. Don't leave clobbering to just clobbering, okay?
He's not even... He can't
I
even be in
know.
movies anymore.
He's exiled. Him and that fantastic dude and that torch guy, they're all exiled.
But, yeah...
We got Susan Summers.
I just feel like there was a lot of times without Tony around, the current Avengers team wouldn't have been able to pull out of some of the things that they got into.
Okay, well, I can see where you could say that a little bit, but then I also think of Ultron. Because, yeah, he was a bumbling fool the way they played him in the movie. It was Tony's fault. You know, I gotta go there with that.
It was Tony's fault, but also if Cap could leave his boy toy alone, Bucky Barnes wouldn't be all that bullshit going on either.
That's his bro, man.
I don't care. He's got a metal arm and he beats off with it. I don't give a shit.
Sparks are flying.
Has he got a metal dick now?
I don't know. I haven't seen.
You don't know what they did in that Winter Soldier
You
program.
just said sparks are flying, and unless that dick is metal, all that's happening is he's ripping flesh off.
Which it probably would be metal after the first go if it wasn't.
Oh, I gotta replace that.
I don't think fucking Hydra's gonna give a shit about his dick.
that little scientist guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. We were like, we gotta give him a metal wiener.
Oh, the guy with the glasses that put his conscience into the computer.
Yeah, I can't remember his name now.
A
Damn
fucking
it.
I can't
pneumatic
remember.
drill.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also feel like Tony Stark has a lot better. Well, no, not in the MCU. In the comics, he has better fucking enemies because I think Red Skull's really fucking boring. But the comic books, not in the movies, because what they did to the Mandarin is not forgivable.
No, it's not. It's not. Fuck you.
You
for
had
that.
Ben Kingsley doing
Fuck
awesome.
you for
and
that.
it's just like, oh man, I'm just an English actor. They pay me in beer and bitches.
Yeah.
You don't want to get paid that way?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I honestly feel like without Tony Stark, they wouldn't be able to do what they do. I know he's responsible for Ultron, but also Ultron went down like a pussy.
Like I said,
But
he was an annoyance.
he was an annoyance, but also his development and stuff also helped Vision come today as well, because he was experimenting on that too in those movies. No, I know technically he was gonna wake him up, but then Thor comes out and he's just like, "Bam!" He just shows up like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Get out of here!" Get off! It's like, what was that? He was gonna wake up in like 10 seconds anyway.
Shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, out of every Avenger, my very favorite is just I love the Hulk. Mm-hmm. But honestly, and it's been proven in both movie and comics, they don't really fucking need the Hulk to be at maximum capacity, like to do the best that they can. And in some ways, like in certain situations, he would do nothing but hinder them. But like,
Right.
I just love the Hulk character. But I would have to go with Iron Man.
Well, first of all, fuck y'all, because I like both these characters, Captain America particularly. But in the MCU, the current movies, Captain America does a lot of dumb shit. A lot of dumb shit that he really should not be fucking doing, but he does it because, oh, this is the right moral choice to fucking make. And most of the time, no, it's not. It's just you having feeling, like he said, of fucking Bucky Barnes, or some other dumb shit that you could have completely avoided. He's not being nearly as tactful as he normally would be.
Yeah, but the whole thing with the Segovia Accords, like he didn't want to go with that. That's a very like
I understand
liberal
that.
way of looking. So
But
you can't
he
say
went
that.
about it in a very childish manner. Instead of actually, going over, trying to talk about it, making it so it's actually adults discussing the issues and not just, I'm not doing it, I'm running away. That's not Captain America to me.
Yeah, but I also think that Iron Man kneeled a little too quick.
I'm getting the Iron Man. You fucking hold your damn
It's
horses.
a fucking fight, man.
Yeah. I'm making it a fight. Y'all over here agreeing with each other politely like you're fucking Englishmen or some shit. No, yell at each
I didn't
other.
really agree with him.
I kind of agree with what you're saying, but that's what y'all were doing. Nah. And fucking Iron Man, though, well, yes, he did help out a lot, and yes, if it wasn't for him fucking with Ultron, it would have not made the Vision. He put them in great danger by having Vision around, simply because now there's a goddamn Infinity Stone on Earth that Thanos is real fucking pissed off about because he doesn't have anymore.
Well, fucking Steve put everybody in danger doing his stupid man bro shit.
I said that.
He blew up a whole goddamn airport trying to save his boyfriend.
Not to mention, the fuck is wrong with him? The whole, like you were saying, the whole third movie. Well, I enjoyed it. It was just, it was so fucking dumb.
Yeah. He saw that nuclear explosion on a Tumblr account and had PTSD.
Like, seriously, man. They are making Tony Stark way more of just like this eccentric playboy than this fucking extremely genius weapons creator. Well, not just weapons creator, but just technology creator.
Yeah,
like,
they're making him less of a genius futurist and more of just a, I'm a guy with a lot of money, but I also did some bad stuff. And
I've got a lot of issues, so I gotta build 1 billion fucking Iron Man suits, so I'm gonna turn into a giant ring of iron around the planet to protect everybody. Oh no, it fucking backfired. Who would have thought of that shit?
Yeah.
Because the moment anybody got a hold of any kind of information that you have just lying around, because you don't really keep track of your fucking shit properly, there goes your fucking contingency plan for anything.
Yeah.
But still, again, this is fucking difficult, because again, I like both these characters.
Tony Stark does race drag cars.
Jesus Christ.
He did that in the second movie pretty well until that guy with the whip showed up. Who was that actor?
Fake
That
Omega
was
Red?
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, yeah. He was just like, your damn
Where's
movies
my
are doing
bird?
better in Sin City.
I need the bird.
I need the bird.
We'll get you a bird. No.
My bird.
My bird.
I build you robots.
But
You
yeah,
stink.
when it comes down to it, well, I am very partial to Captain America, because I very much liked the first Captain America movie more than I liked a lot of the other ones.
God damn, I hated the first Captain America.
I love that thing. It was so fucking
It's a
good.
goddamn 80s montage.
Yeah, of him shooting
With
fucking
that weird,
Nazis.
awkward fucking little body with his head.
I knew that's why you don't like that
That's
movie.
why he doesn't-
No, it's boring. It's fucking boring.
When he fucking
But the
jumps
most
on
action thing he did in there was like he ran down the street after somebody.
when he jumped
barefooted,
when he
like,
jumped
woo.
on that grenade to prove Gunny's point. It was a really good scene.
And Tommy Lee Jones just looked like he wanted to die in that movie the entire
Hey,
time.
from that in.
Because he just got done doing Lincoln. He doesn't want to fucking do this shit. I'm gonna have to give it to Matt.
Oh.
Tony, not Tony. Yeah,
Well, I'm not
Tony
gonna
Stark.
fight. I'm not going to fight that. I thought he was giving it to you. That's why I was getting all pissed.
No, Tony Stark literally makes the Avengers. Captain America may lead them, but without Tony Stark having been like, hey, we have a home. We're a team. We need to work together to get this stuff done.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He was like, hey, my whole tower, that's our office now.
All Captain America would have been is like, hey guys, I guess we'll get like some kind of signal. I don't know.
I might still own an apartment in Brooklyn somewhere.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, I'll yell when I need you guys to
Rent
come
controlled.
together. Captain America's good at making the decisions, but without Iron Man, Tony Stark, really, not even Iron Man. Like, Iron Man is a good Avenger, but Tony Stark is a much better, I don't want to say Avenger, but like...
He's a supplier,
He
essentially.
makes them able to do the things that they do. Like he mentioned, the whole Shield. Shield has a lot of good money involved in it, but due to what they did in the MCU, it was also controlled by fucking Hydra. So Tony Stark had to be like, hey, guess what? I'm basically going to make my own Shield.
Yeah.
And supply them the weapons, the money, and everything else they need, the technology, so that we can continue to try and protect the world from these threats. Whereas again, Captain America is still way too fucking focused on Bucky just because he lost him in World War fucking II over that damn cliff, when he should have just been like, you're my friend and I understand that, but you're doing really fucking bad things right now, and either I'm going to kill you or we're going to have to put you in a place where you can't get out. He didn't choose to do either. He continues to try and believe in him because that's what he has to do because he's Captain America, and that's not what Captain America would fucking do.
Not to mention,
He would stop the threat.
Not to mention, granted, Banner helped him with this, but he was the only other person that was able to figure out what the Tesseract actually did, because S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't even know what it did. They were just containing it.
Yeah.
He figured it out. He didn't even know he did that bullshit in the second fucking Iron Man where he created a new fucking element. That was bullshit.
It's a fucking comic where you have to take some of the more, like,
No, I'm just saying, like,
ridiculous.
it's just like his dad would have thought ahead in time to put this hidden fucking recipe for a new element on the bottom of this thing that would project a hologram into his room. Like, nobody thinks that far ahead. I know you're a futurist, but Jesus Christ. Like, when did you do that, Dad? Back in the 50s? When holograms
right before Bucky
another
killed him.
thing.
Yeah,
and,
before Bucky killed him.
I mean, yeah. And granted, now
Bucky
I
Cam.
can't go back and make this argument, but would Tony Stark be who he is without his dad? You know, Steve didn't have anybody except for scientists putting shit in him. You know,
Steve had Bucky.
Yeah.
If he didn't have Bucky when he was growing up, being all scrawny, he wouldn't have anybody to love.
To make the argument that a person wouldn't do the things without somebody from the past is silly as shit because that's everybody. No one makes choices without having something in their past to affect their future decisions.
Well, I mean, if David Banner wasn't on that, test field when that nuclear bomb went off, I don't think he'd be the Hulk.
No, he
probably
wouldn't
lived a
have been
pretty
the
normal
Hulk
life.
if the fucking dude didn't decide, hey, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna blow him up anyway.
He's like, hold on, there's kids out there. I'll be right back. I'm like, push the button.
Exactly.
Push the button, Frank.
Well, if it wasn't for him being just lawful good, like the perfect lawful good person, he still wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for the Super Soldier program. He would not be able to lead without this. People rally around Captain America simply because he is that lawful good. It feels
He
like
had it
yes,
in
I'm,
him. He just didn't
I'm
have
doing the right thing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Now I need you to take that little sound bite and isolate that.
What?
He had it in him.
Put it right after.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down on that.